Hey everybody, it's Gypsy, and welcome to On the Edge of Appalachia. So today, what I'm working on, it's I don't know, about 9:30 in the morning, gorgeous fall day. I'm working on cleaning up my beans, or I should say more of my beans. So these behind me, these are the very first ones I planted last spring. They have produced all the way up until the first frost. Really doing great. So I'm going to turn the camera around and I'm going to show you what it is I'm doing. Okay, so these are obviously pole beans. I planted these, I don't know, May. Well, I would have had to clean it. I had peas here at first. May, early June, something like that. And what I love about pole beans, as opposed to bush beans, these produce constantly, all the time, all season long. So, in part of my whittling down what I grow process, I've decided I'm going to go with bush beans instead of, I'm going to go with pole beans instead of bush beans. Particularly my favorite, the rattlesnake bean, and then also the Cherokee black bean. So that's what I'll be sticking with from here on out. But these, which are the first pole beans, these are ideal market beans. So what I am doing is just like I did with my beans I had planted in that little field over there. I am taking the ones that have good sized seeds, especially if the pod's already dried, like this one here. So I'm taking these beans. I just want the beans. Okay. And I'm putting them there. I'm going to take them all in the house. I'm going to shell them. And then I'm going to make sure that the beans are thoroughly dried. I have jars of beans in the house. And I will, with these, be making like bean soup mixes to keep on hand. So that, it's there should we want a quick meal or, something gets scarce at the grocery store, like during a certain time when we couldn't even find toilet paper, something like that. So I'll always have stuff like this. So this is why I save the pods that have larger beans in them. I'm trying to find, now this one, you might be able to see. It's got, you could, see the bumps, I think. And you can feel them real good, but you could see this one. So this pod is not quite dry yet. It's almost there. It's very dark, as you can see. So this, I'm going to take indoors with me. I'm going to shell it and then make sure the peas dry thoroughly. So that is what I'm doing with all these. I'm not going to bother with the ones that I'm not sure of or are too small. I'm just going to leave those on the vine. And then after I get everything I want from here, I'm going to remove the vines from my fence trellis. And I'm going to clean this out. Now, what I'm not going to do is pull it up by the roots. When I find what I did with my snippers, because I'm telling you, I lost all my tools. They've all just disappeared. I have a feeling I know where my snippers are. But when I get those, I am going to, okay, here's the vine, if you could see it. I'm going to snip it right above the ground. Leave the roots in there. The reason I do this is because beans have a lot of nitrogen in them. And so it replenishes the ground with nitrogen, which other plants need. So this is one of the reasons, not only do I find I like beans, I also find them practical and useful in the kitchen. They do wonders for the soil. So that's why I do it that way. So this is my project for the morning. is taking down this section of bean plants. Then, as you could see, my Cherokee black beans took a serious hit from the frost and the freeze. We went from frost at night to freezing. I'm literal freezing. It gets, down below 35 now, so everything has to go. And I will do the same with these beans. So these are my black beans over here. A couple plants over here on this side are more rattlesnake beans. So, and as you can see, my radish is loving it, loving this cold. My peppers over here, they are well protected. What causes this? Does anybody know? I see a lot of people having this problem. Now, I do see frost, like it has frostbite there. I don't know. But anyways, everything else is doing great. You can see my kale is just having a party over here. So, that's the plan. Working on beans, clearing up beans today. So, I'm going to leave you with that. Blessed be, and make it a joyful one.